This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
We're recording this on a Tuesday, which sits uncomfortably with me. Can you explain, Kelly Betts, why?
It's the last pod with the Dream Team.
The Dream Team.
Of Dealey, Betts, Boyle, Lee.
And this guy. Now, we've got Blackburn has given us skunk eye outside, because he normally comes in on Thursday to record his show, and he's coming on a Tuesday to record his show. What the hell is going on with this place? It's topsy-turvy land. Probably can't say that now.
Should I take it out?
No! I'm in that mood. So we're doing it on Tuesday, and it's been a weird show. There's been a weird vibe emanating from the show. I've been awake since 1:30.
At any moment in your life,
yes, sir,
you're no more than 5 minutes away from a clown. That is a fact.
I think you mean McDonald's.
Yes.
I think the phrase you're thinking of is that in London you're never more than 20 yards away from a rat. Yeah. Sorry, an estate agent.
And he's back in the game.
Yeah. But so I just think I don't want to bring the show down. So I'm just gonna back out of this. I'm gonna let you guys do the pod. Is that all right?
Well, if you want to, Tony Blackburn's there. Just look at the face and just take it all in. Take it all in.
He's coming in. Of course he is.
We're just doing the podcast links, Tony, but you're welcome to sit and be
Join
part
us.
of it. I'm keeping out.
I thought you were just talking about the programme. I thought it's too late now.
No, the car
That's
crash
exactly
did it
what I'd
once.
say.
You don't mind. We're recording the podcast links.
Yeah.
But are you okay to? I mean, we're not going to pay you anything. Are you
I'll
okay
tell you what, you can read it.
You got your glasses.
I'll keep that if you want.
No,
if you want to, you can. There's no pressure. I know. I just.
No pressure at all. No.
This is going to get us the downloads, guys. This is going to get us the big downloads.
I might call this podcast the Blackburn.
the Blackburn.
The Blackburn.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Do you want to start it off, Tony?
Oh, I'm hot.
Yeah. Congratulations, you've just learned to download a podcast. Commiserations that it happens just to be this one. I'll probably say something funny here to reel you in. Coming up, you'll hear this.
Bone digger, bone digger.
And this.
Bone digger, bone digger.
But not this.
What's the matter with it?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Tony.
Come on, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's how it's done.
Now, normally I speak into each clip, telling you about it, what I thought of it, why it was excellent, stroke terrible. None of it's terrible, Bets.
I know.
But this is a pod that throws all the rules. It is harder than it looks to just say words. This is a pod that throws out all the rules out of the non-soundproof window. We're going through the week day by day, starting with... Oh, for crying out loud. Monday. Actually, it was all I hoped it would be. Oh, Monday. There's a kink song and a half. And my tortured relationship with the Kinks to one side. I've become obsessed with the Simon and indeed the Garfunkel. And I did spend all of Saturday evening. Great to have you back, Kels.
Thanks, Blair.
All of Saturday evening, googling videos and pictures of Art Garfunkel sans wig. It's so weird. And I want to know when the wig started. I think the wig started much earlier than we think. I'm going to say even the very, very... I think he's wearing a wig in the 1981 concert in Central Park.
Okay.
I'll lend you the DVD tomorrow.
Right, and
you
I'll
can
have a
do
look.
your investigation.
See if I can see the join.
So I bought this brilliant box set, Kels. Simon and Garfunkel. It's called Simon and Garfunkel, all the bloody records, right? And it's every album they've ever made, 33 quid. 12 albums, 33 quid. One of them's a double. No,
wow.
Something like that. Anyway.
And it's got a book.
Oh, it's got a book. It's flipping brilliant, right? So then, today, I'm getting obsessed now. So now I've bought every album that Paul Simon's ever released. Oh, yeah, that's dangerous territory.
What, even Rhythm of the Saints?
This is the rhythm of the saints.
Even that crying Simon. No, Rhymin' Simon.
Here come Rhymin' Simon. Don't rhyme, Paul. Oh, man, they're so bad. And that's how Michael Jackson got the idea for the song Bad. Because Paul Simon sounds like him when I do him. Yes, it's even got... what's the song he does? A-wumba-wee, a-wumba-wee, a-wumba-wee. The one we went to Africa. A-wumba-wee, a-wumba-wee. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Oh, nice one,
Is it not
Claire.
thanks?
Diamonds on the soles of her shoes.
A-wimba-wee, 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 a-wimba-wee,
Diamonds.
a-wimba-wee,
Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Yeah, that.
Literally got no content for the show. That's why me and Kels are singing a Wimbleway. That's not even the song. What is the... Oh, I know what it is. Bone digger, bone digger. Oh, can you record me saying bone digger twice and then send it to me, and then that's going to be my text alert. Here we go. My new text alert. Bone digger, bone digger. If you can send that to me.
Yeah,
there's my new text alert.
Could you do it again, but just with less sarcasm?
By the way, guys, we have literally got no content for the show. The papers have just turned up, and boy, they're empty. If you want us to record any text alerts for you, just let us know. 03459 455 555. Let us know, and we will be more than happy to do that. More than happy to do that. My new text alert is... I'll wait for you to send it.
Yeah, I'll send it now.
Thank you, Claire.
Such exciting times.
Excitement. Hey, speaking of perverts...
Yeah.
There's loads of them. I hate... This is right. If God had wanted us to be nude, he wouldn't have invented sweatshops in India.
Wow.
Right?
Gosh.
He wouldn't have made those children work for tuppence an hour to make excellent clothes from all of the high street stores.
You don't think it's the other fella making him do that?
No, they wouldn't want to do it if they didn't want to do it.
I'm not sure they do want to do it.
So people who don't wear clothes make me want to puke with their perversion. The Big Stripper is the headline.
Oh, gosh.
Fun lovers bear all in a bid to set a new nude fair ride record. There's so many words in that sentence that are wrong and disgusting. The 57, basically it's a picture of 57 nudists, and what a surprise. They've put the half-decent looking girl at the front, the rest, I can see a boob. The rest are all utter munters. The men and the women.
Let me have a look, because, you know.
They're all on a fairground ride, on a loop-de-loop. What do you call a loop-de-loop? Skyscraper, roller coaster. They're all on a roller coaster, naked, right?
Oh,
naked.
I hope they're all sitting on towels.
Well, I think someone's got to go down with a what's it called? A septic wipe, antiseptic wipe. Can you get septic wipes?
Dettol wipes.
There we go. Is that septic or antiseptic?
Anti.
So can you get a septic wipe where it's just germs?
Yeah, if you use a Dettol wipe a lot and then carry on using it, then it becomes that, doesn't
Here's the
it?
thing. Imagine using a Dettol wipe for a week, right, and then squeezing the contents into a glass and then drinking it. I dares ya, double dares ya, triple dares ya. You didn't do it, loser. These perverts, so they're doing this. The 57 who took part in Southend, Essex, failed to beat the record of 102. Now, here's the bit we're not supposed... Here's why we can't criticise them. They still raised £10,000 for a cancer charity. No, do you know what? If I was a charity, I'd say, I don't want your dirty money. That's like some charities when Savile died and it came out that he was... they handed the money back. They said, no, we don't want the money. Now, I'm not saying these people are as bad as Savile, but they are perverts and they should not... be allowed to this is disgusting.
Just make a donation. I don't need to see your thingy. Or your... what's it?
What if they're on a roller coaster?
I can see two
naked,
nipples, and two feminine nipples.
and a bee flies at them and stings all of their bits.
Here's the thing.
That would be terrible.
Wouldn't it?
It would be terrible. It would be literally awful. Here's the thing, guys, and I'm prepared to say this out loud. The bee sting thing is a myth.
What do you mean?
It's a myth.
What thing?
The bee sting thing.
What, being stung by a bee is a myth?
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
I've been stung by a bee.
No, I mean, they can sting.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yep.
Doesn't hurt.
It flipping does.
It doesn't!
What are you talking about?
It hurts.
No,
It's a sting.
I agree. It's a yeah.
It's a sting.
It
It's
hurts
not-
when you're a child.
I was a child.
If it really hurt, it'll be
But it
called...
doesn't anymore.
It'll be called like the bee stab. Oh, a bee stabbed me! Oh, flip, it stabbed me! It didn't. Oh, the bee stung me. Oh.
In recent times, I got stung on the bum by a wasp, and it wasn't as sore as I remember.
Can I ask, why was your anus exposed?
I was wearing a skirt, and the wasp
Cheeky.
flew up it.
Cheeky wasp.
Cheeky
Cheeky
wasp.
little wasp.
And all the truckers are thinking, cool, blimey.
Oh, to be a wasp.
Oh, to be a wasp flying up Kelly's skirt. It's just a sting. It's nothing. Get over it. Deal with it.
I did, mate.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not telling
All right.
you. Sorry, I'm telling the other. I'm telling the toddlers. Deal with it. Get over it. For crying out loud. Here's what you don't see enough these days: Chinese men with bee beards. Ever seen a bee beard?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
you've seen a
bee
bee
beards,
beard.
yes.
Big in the 80s, right? When we didn't have the internet or YouTube, they'd make a beard out of bees, so their face would be covered in bees and it would come all down their chest. I tell you what we're going to do. Can we get some bees and can we get Dealey? No, I'll find you a bee beard. 6:45. It's Monday, the 26th of October. I'm Iain Lee. These are your headlines on BBC Three Counties Radio. The government is facing a possible defeat in the Lords on its plans to cut tax credits. A controlled explosion is due to take place this morning on a suspected World War II bomb, which was found in a garden in Potter's Bar. I made myself up. I've been sat here pressing that button for the last 20 seconds going, why is it not working? And then suddenly it does. I mean, I've been waiting for a text for the last 20 seconds and suddenly I've got one. And Hertfordshire's Lewis Hamilton is closing my headlines again! 03459 455 555 is the telephone number.
And I say bring it on, man.
Wowzers, so do I.
Bone digger.
I'll turn my phone off. Sorry, I got a text. Have we got any texts?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, hang on a second. We have a way to celebrate the fact that we have a text.
You got a text.
Okay.
There we go.
On the first story.
You got an email.
No, I don't, cool guy.
You got a text.
Thank you, not so cool guy.
I remember recording that.
Well done, Kelly. So I'm going to have to delete all of that. We still haven't got enough for Robo Kelly, by the way, for when you do leave. Or literally, all I've got for Robo Kelly version 2.0 is. Now, for some, that's enough.
That's enough. Gosh.
This is what we used to do when Tomb Raider came out. First Tomb Raider, she'd go if you tried to make it go, if you tried to make it go the wrong way, she'd go no, and if you walked into a wall or if you fell over, she'd go. So just for hours, we'd be making Tomb Raider go. No.
Oh, stop.
Fun, honestly.
That's inappropriate.
Yeah, fun times, guys.
No
Yeah.
means stop walking into a wall. We've also got some words on the fur story. Crystal says...
The first story?
The fur story.
What was the first story? The Steve Hurst story? The Steve Hurst story? We've not mentioned Steve Hurst.
The first story.
The first story?
The Fox fur story.
The Fox story wasn't first. That was the second story. The first story was the Bill.
Yeah, no, we've changed it, so the first story's first.
I'm so confused.
Why
are we doing a story about Steve Hurst? He plays Lenny Beige. So it's an odd reference to... I don't think the kids are going to dig it. OK, we've got a text on Steve Hurst. Away you go. Is it from Steve Hurst or is it on Steve Hurst?
Crystal.
Let's do Steve Hurst first, and then we'll do the first story later.
Crystal.
What does Crystal say about Steve Hurst first?
I don't think I want to say anymore.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much indeed. Last week on the show, we brought you the news. We're the new Abbott and Costello. That wasn't the news that we brought you. That's the news we're bringing you now. We're the new Abbott and Costello. That's old news. If only I had... no. Last week on the show, we brought you news that Luton Borough Council was considering legal... Dealey, how would you introduce Tuesday's elements?
Tuesday's elements were, I would say, exciting, tense, and sometimes off the wall.
Do you know what? Michael Jackson reference?
Yeah.
See if we can keep it going for the rest of the show? We're in.
No problem. Don't stop till you get enough.
No, we've done it now. Okay. People living in 1 Watford Street say they can't see the point of 20-mile-per-hour signs. Mike Tull says he and his neighbours see hundreds of drivers speeding down Croxley View and they never get caught. He says the signs are a sham. Well, we'll be talking to him later. In the meantime, here's Rod King from the 20s Plenties campaign. Joins me now. Morning, Rod.
Yeah, good morning, Iain.
Signs aren't any good without enforcement, are they?
Well, yes. In fact, they're very good, even if you don't do enforcement. However, I think if we look generally, well, a fifth of the population of the UK actually live in places which have a policy of 20 mile an hour for all residential streets. And I think one of the problems which there is in Croxley View is that these 20 mile an hour zones, which, as far as I can see, have more than just signs, they have speed bumps as well, are very isolated. And what happens is when people get out of that area, they're actually told to go faster. Indeed, for every small isolated 20 mile an hour zone that you have big signs at the end of it saying go fast. And I think that's one of the problems with
No. You don't have big signs saying go fast, Rod. Come on now.
You have big signs saying go up to 30 miles an hour.
Yes, you don't have signs. Come on, let's. I'm not going to allow extravagance, and that's not the word I'm saying. Exaggeration. They're not signs that say go fast now.
Well, I did listen to your last conversation, and that seemed fairly exaggerated at times, but that's your
Which conversation was that, Rod, if you want to pull us up on editorial? Which conversation was that?
The last one which you had about inmates in prison. But
That's a true... What do you mean? Wait a minute, Rod, that's a
It's-
true story. What bit of that was exaggerated?
Sorry?
Which bit of that was exaggerated, Rod?
Oh, well, I'm here to talk about...
Well, exactly.
21
So don't listen. You leave the rest of the show to me, all right? I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been doing this a long time. You can't come on and say...
Let's have your next question then, please.
Okay, but I just want to clarify, Rod. Well, you've really peed me off that you've brought up something that's got nothing to do with you whatsoever. You can't say there are big signs that say "go fast now" because that's not true.
No, there are big signs which say "go faster." They say
no, they don't say "go faster."
20-mile-an-hour limit.
They don't say "go faster." They now say the maximum speed limit is 30 miles per hour. They don't say "go faster."
Oh, all right then. Okay, next question, please.
Do you know what, Rod? This isn't working for me.
So it's not working for you personally. So that's it, is it? I mean, tell me, do you obey 20-mile-an-hour limits when you drive?
Sometimes I sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
So sometimes you ignore 20-mile-an-hour limits. Is that a good position to have? You actually ignore them?
Oh, God. Do you know what, Rod? I don't like your tone, mate. I don't like your tone. So
I'm not necessarily like your tone.
Well, then let's shake hands. Let's shake hands. Thank each other.
Do you want to ask questions about 20-mile-an-hour limits?
Personally, no.
You don't. So
No.
that's it. So the research done by your researcher yesterday, finding out the position, wanted to know what was happening nationally, wanting to find out from me where they're successful in places throughout the country, right? Where 20
you just came on and you said something that wasn't true, and then you kind of attacked me for what I was doing on my show earlier on.
I didn't attack you. I said that.
Well, you brought it in when it wasn't relevant, and I think we've kind of lost the vibe, if I'm honest.
Well, you came out right from the beginning attacking and saying.
No, you
they
came
don't
out
work.
right from the beginning
Do
and
you
said
have
something.
any evidence that they don't work?
No. I didn't say
Do you
that.
know anything about Croxley View?
I didn't.
Do you know that it's a little loop and doesn't go anywhere?
Mike, you came on and said something that wasn't true. I just corrected you, mate. That's all it was. I just corrected you.
I said that there's a big sign. There's a 2-foot wide sign which actually says, right, it's no longer 20. You can go faster.
Congratulations. That's not. It doesn't say that, and it's not what you said either.
So you think that a sign which actually has
this is awkward.
30
Yes.
mile an hour, right, is one which doesn't say go faster.
No, it doesn't say go faster. It says the speed limit here is now 30 miles per hour.
Well, you're being very pedantic about something.
No, I'm being accurate. There's nothing wrong with being a pedant.
Well, it depends what your objective is. You've taken this discussion down a completely unproductive alley with with you seizing on that particular thing.
Okay.
So,
all right, Mike. All right, Mike.
That's your call.
All right.
Sorry it's gone wrong, but
these things happen. We can't all be good every day.
Next time will be useful.
A little what? Sorry.
A little bit less aggression would be useful.
No aggression, mate. Just accuracy and a little bit less criticism of me doing my job. I'm not criticising your job. I'd appreciate if you kept your hands off mine as well.
Well,
I think we should just leave it, Mike.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Ta-ta. Well, that escalated, didn't it? Really,
The signs were kind of there, though, weren't they?
Well, no, the signs are not there. That's the problem. There are not massive signs that say "go faster now." That's the problem.
Maybe they should be.
And do you know what? If you've ever been confronted with your own reality, 03459 455 555. Let me explain what I mean. There was a moment in that interview we could have clawed it back, okay? But when he asked me the question, well, do you want to ask me about 20 mile per hour speed signs or not? Suddenly, the whole of my future, my past, my present was laid out in a linear fashion. It was like I was time travelling. I could see everything. I could see me. I was a dot, and yet I was the entire cosmos all in once. I was completely alone, but I was joined to every being in the universe all at once. And I realised that no, I did not want to ask questions about 20 mile per hour speed zones. I did not want to ask those questions. He opened a door for me, and for that, Rob, Mike, I am completely grateful.
Rod.
I stepped through that door. I came out the other side pure. I feel like I've been baptised. The Buddhists have their own form of baptism and being born again. It's baptism is being born again and washed away of your sins. The Buddhists have their own one. They have a hole in the ground. You climb in this hole in the ground. You walk through a darkened tunnel, completely dark. You come back out of the hole. It's like passing through your mother's legs. You are reborn. You are born again. And that's what happened to me in the last 10 minutes of me sat here. I feel powerful. I feel weak. I feel I could do anything. I feel I am nothing.
Well, either that or, psychologically, if someone says, do you want to do this or not, your tendency is to say not, isn't it?
All right, advertising executive.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, and all the time, the moment when it started to kick off, do you know what was going through my head? This tune. What happened? I'll tell you exactly what happened, right? So he said, I'm going to recreate what happened in my mind. I'm going to kind of expand it, because this happened within milliseconds, it had gone. So he said to me, do you want to ask questions about 20 miles per hour speed zones? No, I don't want to ask questions about 20 mile per hour zones.
Kelly?
Yes, my love.
I've got something I want to say to you.
Okay.
Try not to cry.
Mm.
I've been thinking about us.
Mm.
And I've been thinking, we're like... when it works, it's really good. We're like Fleetwood Mac, aren't we? Like the good Fleetwood Mac before they went. And like the Spice Girls when they all got on and...
Yeah.
Maybe take that a bit, not do what you like. That's a bit more dealy than us.
Yeah.
Less Club 7, maybe. Anyway, I've been thinking about them and...
One Direction.
Actually, I'm going to write that one down. That's good.
Okay.
One Direction. Because all those...
You spelt direction wrong.
Shh, don't
That's rude.
Shh. All those teams are amazing together. But it could never last, could it? Because of one person's towering ego. And the fact they thought they were too good to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not happening here, is it? Because it's not about your ego. It's about the fact you deserve better.
Thanks.
And I hope you're going to get it repeatedly in London.
I think I will. I've seen
So
them
fly free. Kelly Betts, fly free.
Girls, there's another 2 minutes of the track.
Hello, Three Counties.
Yeah, no.
She's not interested.
No, there's another 2 minutes of the...
Okay, what do you want me to do for 2 minutes?
No, fine. We probably got it there. I think we milked it enough there.
Should I stop milking it?
Yeah, please do. You all right, Kels?
Yeah.
You were supposed to stay silent in that bit.
The phone rang.
Yeah, well, you were supposed to stay silent.
Shall I stay silent now and then edit it over?
Do you know what happened?
On beds, hards and bugs, Kelly Betts muffs it up again.
You see?
Can I keep that?
Yes, because I've had that for about 2 months and I forgot I had it, so we only got 4 more days use out of it.
In my head, it's Betts, Hearts and Bugs.
Well, that's
the monstrous ego again.
That's a step too far.
My imagination.
Sit down there, boss. You don't get out of it that easily, Tony Blackton. You don't come in to... And I'm going to say it on air, so I've got witnesses. Threaten me. He comes in, waving his fists around. Oily. You get a little bit... We were asking this morning, Tony, very important question. Yeah. It turns out that 1 in 50, 2% of all hot dogs contain human DNA. It's in the newspaper, so it must be true.
I was listening to you coming up, and it worries me that being a vegetarian, and you were saying some vegetarian stuff.
Mate, the vegetarian stuff has got meat in. Where is it? That traces were also found in 2/3 of vegetarian samples, with 10% of the veggie products containing meat.
Oh,
I'm sorry to say.
Well, I tend to eat vegetables, Annie. I don't like food very much, you see. It's one of those...
Can you clip that, please, Kelly? Because that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Absolutely being serious. If they would come up with a little pill that you could take in the morning that would keep you filled up and just keep you going, that's what I would do.
Do you not like food, really?
No.
I love sitting down with a good meal, the sauces, the Other things you get with food, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Actually, I mean, if I could do without eating food, I would do that.
Wow,
But you'd die, wouldn't you?
You would die, actually.
Yeah,
yes, and I don't want that to happen to you for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't like food, but the question is, if you had to eat somebody, Tony Blackburn,
yes,
who would you eat?
Who would I eat? I would probably eat myself. Because being a vegetarian,
okay,
I would know that there's no meat product inside me.
You've interviewed a lot of pop stars, a lot of rock stars, a lot of soul stars. None of those you've eyed up, and as maybe you'd missed lunch.
Shaka Khan, probably.
Thanks very much indeed, Tony Blackburn. Have you got anything for us, Alan? Have you just phoned up for a chat?
Mate, I've just written in like 2 minutes, so it's probably rubbish, yeah? And it's definitely all in the past tense. I thought that's the rule.
Okay, this is for Kelly Betts leaving, yeah?
Indeed it is. It is. It has to be about Kelly, yeah?
Okay.
So you don't need to do any beat to it, do you know what I mean? I just go straight in.
You don't want any beat? Because I can do it.
Mate, you can drop any beat, mate. Put some Biggie on the background. I'm joking. Whatever you like.
Okay, I literally no idea what that means. So I'm going to turn my microphone off, and it's over to you, Alan.
Haven't listened that long, so Kelly Betts is gone. Was such a fine presenter, Miss Sorley, by some. Was on the radio, not the telly. Last name Betts, first name Kelly. She had 2 eyes, ears and a nose. A mouth had a voice. We'll miss her prose. Was that then past tense long ago, back whence, lest we forget, memory of Kelly Betts? Her voice faded away, leaving empty chair and mic and essence and the strand of hair. Scientists in the 3 counties home picked up the DNA, started to clone another player just for fun. So Iain Lee won't be alone. That's it, bruv.
Mate, flippantly, you can hear the applause through the glass. I mean, how long did it take you to write that?
About 2.5 minutes, bruv.
That is spot on, absolutely spot on, perfect. It was very powerful. I'm moved by it. I know, genuinely, I thought that was brilliant. Just whack him straight through. Hang on a second. Gatford?
Yes?
This fella, Alan, right?
Yes.
How long did it take you to write that, Al?
Couple minutes, but
Right.
about 3 minutes.
3 minutes, right? Spot on. There were stanzas in there. Past tense. It mentioned her name. It was funny. It was moving. You've been doing yours for about 3 weeks, and you've still not got it right.
What does Alan want, a medal?
Don't have beef with Alan. Kiri's called in. Morning, Kiri.
That was amazing. I give up not doing one. Well done. That was brilliant.
And you're just to clarify, you're speaking to Alan, not to Gatford, aren't you?
No, I'm speaking to Alan. Gatford just let's do one together, Gatford.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, come on. What is this?
Yeah, Kiri, your line. I'll let you go, Kiri, because your line's not great, but we got the point. You think Alan's a king, and that Gatford is worse than the scum on the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Iain, thank you very much for the show. Thank you for the entertainment.
Thank you
Kelly, thank you for that as well. Seriously,
Thank you for
you've made my mornings, mate. You really have.
Thank you for the education, Gatford. Thank Alan.
Thanks, Alan.
Okay, get down on one knee and thank him.
But give me a minute. Thanks, Alan.
That was Tuesday. Ever meet Michael Jackson, Tony?
Have I ever met Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Really?
Yep.
At what era, Michael Jackson?
This was round about the late 70s.
So off the wall kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I met him at Top of the Pops, and he was surrounded by a security guards. And as he went in, he saw me, and I said to him hello, and he said hello, and that was it.
Really? That's
Yeah,
still, I mean,
honestly, yeah.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
That was before. That was kind of the turn. That was on the turn.
That's
wasn't
before
it?
I taught him how to moonwalk.
The thing is you're like what's that film, Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Where, no.
This is not
Hey,
going
got
well.
any chocolates?
No, you know where Forrest is in every kind of important moment in history.
Yeah.
They do. This is but you actually were at every important moment in history.
not every
not
moment.
the signing
but
of the Magna Carta. I know you were still at school then, but let's go to Wednesday. Catherine, how would you introduce Wednesday's element?
Wednesday, of course, derived from Woden's Day, the ancient Nordic god.
Can I just say, I met the man who taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk, and it wasn't Blackburn.
Oh,
no, it wasn't.
Who was it then?
Jeffrey Daniel.
From Jeffrey
Shalimar.
Daniel.
Yeah, from Shalimar.
He had some part of it, But I taught Jeffrey Daniel how to moonwalk.
Boom.
Totally punchy there. Totally punchy. Well done, Tony. Excellent. Yeah. You've been burned.
I have.
Blackburned. Catherine, we were just saying that your introduction was quite bookish and dull. As expected. So my fault for asking, so I apologise to the listener. You don't need to. Singing, we've heard on the show, it brings people closer together. It makes friends. Yep. It's a great way of making friends. Well, I asked you to go to the streets, Justin, and make friends. Have you done that?
Yeah, I have done that. Can you hear the rain?
Oh, beautiful,
Absolutely chucking down. So to go on the streets this morning and ask people to sing was a tough call.
It takes either a brave man or someone who has a contract.
Yeah.
One of those two, and I don't know which one you are.
It was the latter. So I've been on the streets this morning, and you'll love this. Here's what happened. Mark, I'm led to believe your favourite tune is Rapper's Delight.
That would be correct, sir.
Right, OK. Come on, just give me 10 seconds.
I said a hip, a hop, a hip, a do the hip, hip, hopping in. You don't stop rocking to the band, baby boogie. Said up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie the beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the crew, and my friend, I'm going to try to move my feet. It's 6:30 in the morning. I've got to get going.
You, my friend, are a legend. Thank you so much. I presume you got lots of friends.
I've got quite a few around, yeah.
Because you can sing. That's why I'm rap.
I know the words, but the tune's not that great.
No, you're a legend. Thanks very much. What's your favourite song?
Don't You Worry Child by Swedish House Mafia.
All right, OK, go on, 10 seconds.
Don't you worry, child. Heaven's got a plan for you.
Now, this report says if you sing, it's an easy way to make friends. You obviously can sing a little bit. I presume you got lots of friends?
Until I sing and then I lose them all. They all run away quickly.
Hey, Javid, that's the wonder of...
Oh, you...
OK, mate. Thanks very much, yeah?
Thank you.
Not just that, because the whole of Germany was a battleground. There's millions of artillery shells, hand grenades, all of this sort of stuff as well. So their military bomb disposal people are super, super busy.
Mark, really interesting to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. Dr. Mark Felton, writer, military historian. Imagine that. So you just think. Follow that, Gatford.
I don't think I can.
Really. Exactly.
I don't think that's
You couldn't follow. If we just had like a baby on looking at a grape, you couldn't follow that. It would be a local baby. It'd be a local baby.
Yeah, local and vocal.
Now we've got. Okay, just Denise. Thanks for. Hang on a minute, Gatford. I'm doing a piece. Denise, thanks ever so much for bringing Sparkle in, your little baby, and she really is beautiful, and really stares at a grape wonderfully. That's Denise and Sparkle. They're from Bedfordshire, and Sparkle has been staring at a grape. Let's go to Gatford on the line. Morning, Gatford.
Morning.
So you couldn't even follow a baby looking at a grape, mate?
That said, any chance, I just, I'm keen that the nation gets this, just any chance you could do a date and time check?
Yeah, OK. June the 27th,
No.
25 past 10.
See, the last two times you've called it Tuesday, the 28th of October.
Right. Well, what's wrong with that?
It's Wednesday.
Oh, blimey!
I know Kelly Betts is leaving, and I assume she's producing the show.
Hang on a second. Yes, Kelly Betts is leaving, and she's producing the show.
What kind of discipline do you feel you should lay down?
I'm going to give her some discipline. Hang on a second. Kelly, you are a very, very naughty girl. That's that sorted. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Peter?
Hi, good morning.
I've got something for you.
And what is that?
All right, Peter. What do you want to have a whinge about today?
I was listening to you talking about bombs, actually.
About what? We were talking about bombs. Bombs. Clean your ears out, not bums.
Bombs.
Bombs.
Right, now then, during the war, the ARP and the firemen...
Whinging his way across beds, hards and bugs. Peter in Woolmer Green.
Bodies, basically,
Peter.
The people.
Okay, well, you put a little dampener on things there.
They didn't look for unexploded bombs very much.
No.
And occasionally they used to find one.
Yes.
And at the same time, we don't talk very much about all the big galvanised tanks that was full of water, waiting to be sprayed onto.
Why would we talk about the big galvanised?
Because the kids in East London in them days, we used to fill them with fish.
Katya?
Hello, yes?
Yes, no. Dealey's about to do his piece, and he's got a nice little thing about what you found in gardens.
Good for him, yes.
Well, no, not good for him, mate. Good for the listener. Good for the listener.
Excellent value, quality.
So what I'm going to suggest, Katya...
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, is we let Justin do his thing.
Yes.
Is this... Well, no, you sound like you've got a problem. We let Justin do his thing.
Okay.
Because he stood out in the... He's chucking it down there, mate. You must be soaking.
Yeah, pneumonia coming back on again.
I mean, he has looked death in the face.
Umbrellas. They're good.
No, I'm too hard for that.
Listen, here's my thing, right? And this is a genuine problem. I hate umbrella users, right?
What?
Well, I was in Oxford Street yesterday, and it wasn't raining, but if it had been, I've been in Oxford Street in the rain. You got these people holding umbrellas, right? If you've got an umbrella, it's your job to negotiate the streets. You go up, you go down, you tilt it to the left, you tilt it to the right. Not the people walking around you. That's like saying, oh, I've got a car and I'm just going to drive straight and everyone has to get out of my way. No.
Yeah.
The owner of the car is responsible for not hitting other people. The same should apply to umbrella users, Just.
I'll tell you something, boss. Okay, would you let somebody on the roads without a driving licence? No, you wouldn't.
No,
okay,
mate.
so maybe we should have an umbrella licence in this country.
Heck, you have just
Yes.
you've just actually managed to sum up my my argument in that I've had for years in a few words. Thank you, mate. Yes, you've clarified it. Yeah, we should have an umbrella licence.
You're dilly-dallying. Dilly-dallying. He can't do his bits now.
What's the Belgium for dilly-dallying?
Oh, God.
Is there a Belgium for it?
I don't speak Belgian anymore.
What do you speak? What do you speak? Flemish?
I wanted to apologise to Kelly.
Okay, well, we can do that in a minute. Can we please do Justin Peace first? Because he's out in the rain, as we've agreed. We both dislike umbrellas intensely, and the people that use them, well, the spawn of the devil, and I think shooting's too good for them. So, Dealey, I don't want you to have an umbrella.
Okay.
A sou'wester? You know, one of those little yellow... A sou'wester, Katya?
I never heard about them.
Well, you're about to. Those little yellow plastic hats that sailors used to wear.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sou'wester.
Sou'wester?
Sou'wester.
How do you write that?
Sou'wester.
Sou'wester.
Who's dilly-dallying now? Or as they say, dans la français, la poula, la poulet.
Yes. Please, Justin, do your bit now.
Please, Justin, do your bit now. Katya's kindly getting... Katya will come to you after this bit. You have plenty of time, I promise.
Okay, right, boss. Earlier on, you were talking about Deb Rockstars. You said take that to the streets. To be fair, it was a bit bland.
It was
the same odd names. Okay,
a little bit grey, yeah.
But then, at about 10 to 8, you said, after talking about World War II shells being found in Potter's Bar,
He was good, that guy, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, found those in the back garden. You said, what's the most unusual thing you found in your back garden?
Yes.
I've taken this one to the streets. It gets very, very dark. Just to warn you, it gets very, very dark at the end.
Should I turn the Indian pop music off?
I think you should for this one because it gets incredibly dark. In fact, so dark I can't see. Here's what happened on the streets. Oh, Beverly, I love this story already. Beverly, tell us about the most unusual thing you found in your back garden.
A milk churn, whatever it's called, from a dairy. It was buried in the garden when we first moved in, and apparently the house used to be a dairy room.
It's
before.
fantastic.
Years ago, of course, but yeah.
So when you found it, what did you do with it?
We gave it to the actual dairy because we found out where it moved to, the dairy, and apparently they've given it to a museum.
Oh, this is brilliant. So now people from across the world are coming to look at your equipment.
Yes.
Paul, what's the most unusual thing you found in your back garden? Open up on the streets.
An old tin, that was it. An old tin, and it still had some writing on it, and it was like a condensed milk, but it's from years ago. Yeah.
So a piece of historic milk?
Yes. Okay.
Thanks for opening up on the streets, Paul.
No problem.
We've had a few silly answers. Tell us what you found in your back garden.
A dead body.
How did you find it?
I'm doing landscape gardening.
You were doing landscape gardening and you come across...
A dead body. It was a female, we know that, but we don't know the name, age. Police come along, private investigators and things, and just took it away in a bag. They said, was you scared? No, not at all.
How can you not be scared if you find a dead body in your back garden?
Because my family are undertakers, we're used to it.
Right.
Seeing grim sights and things like that.
My God. Did you ever find out who it was?
No, we didn't. We done the right thing by calling the police, and they just said thank you.
Good grief, that is a very dark way to end this package. Okay, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow. But it happens more and more often, finding
No,
that...
it doesn't, Katia. It doesn't. Listen, Katia, do you want to do your bit now, quickly?
Okay, Kelly.
We haven't got time, sorry.
Can I do the next one?
Thursday? Mm-hmm. Go.
Thor's Day, from the Nordic god.
Greek.
With the... No, Nordic.
You were going to say Greek?
I know. Nordic god with the magic hammer. Thor's Day.
And do you know why Thor comes from that part of the world? Nordic.
Wow.
We've got work experience James with us today, and I'll be honest, Kelly, I've noticed this, and I've commented on it, not to his face, behind his back, because...
Sorry, Ian, I didn't hear that.
I was just saying, this is James, who's work experience. Danny, say hello to James.
Hi, James.
He's number 2 in the running for Kelly's job.
I thought that was Kelly.
No, she's now number 1.
So where am I?
5th!
What? Who's 4th?
James has got a very, very powerful neck. You look at the. Turn around, James. Let's see the back of the neck. Take the head. You've got 2 headphones on. What the hell is he doing?
Oh, he can. He's got a long neck.
Take the neck phones off and keep
the one. No.
They're the wrong ones.
The ones on.
Take the neck phones off. Put the headphones on. Turn round and stretch your neck.
Oh wait, I got caught up in the chair.
Oh, jeez, kids these days. Kids these days, they've got no idea what's going on.
So he's on work experience and wants to learn to edit. What can we give him to edit?
You could edit this, and you could edit this. I don't know if that's suitable. He doesn't know us well enough to know that that's a joke.
Yeah, I do. I listen to you most days.
What other shows have you worked on here at BBC Three?
Every single one, apart from the weekend one.
Okay, well they don't count then. No one listens there. So you've worked on Roberta, you've worked on Nick, and you've worked on JVS, and now you're working on mine. It's great to have you on board. I really appreciate you coming in. Who has been your favourite?
JVS.
Wow!
I love JVS.
He just said that out loud to my face.
I know, but we're all thinking the same.
What? What? Oh, not you. Danny.
Yeah.
Who's been your favourite to work with?
Well, I haven't worked with you yet, Ian.
You're working with me now. This is it. This is work.
JVS.
Oh, you are. Right. Travel. I've had enough. All your microphones are off. Travel. Unbelievable. Is work experience Steve there? Get him on. Get Steve on.
Steve, do you want to have a quick chat with Ian? He's that fella in there.
Steve.
How's it going, Ian?
Worky Steve. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to say this. I've been in therapy a long time, so I know how to say these things and not harbour. Choose discomfort over resentment. You said something very, very rude to me earlier on, and I could easily let that grow into a resentment. I'm going to choose the discomfort of confronting you with it. You told me you've worked on all of the shows.
I have.
I asked you what your favourite show was, and you said Jonathan Vernon Smith's show was it. And I just wondered why that was your favourite show.
I just like his witty personality, and his consumer programme's quite good as well. It's quite a unique programme.
Did you hear the first 20 minutes of his consumer hour yesterday?
I did not.
Because that was weird.
I didn't actually.
Honestly, guys, the first 20 minutes of JVS's consumer hour yesterday was the weirdest bit of radio I've heard in ages.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
There was an old woman who couldn't hear him, and there's a bloke calling up from hospital. Anyway, that's by the by. I see what you're doing. You're flirting. I'm not having that. The shields are up. All right. Well, then you might like this next little bit of radio.
Every weekday morning.
Isn't it nice to have a good discussion about things in a polite way?
My opinion is...
You make a very valid point.
As long as the person can do the job, I don't care.
Hence, I'm saying she's completely out of touch.
It doesn't always happen like that, though, does it?
Well, if you let me speak, I'll let you know what they are then.
Well, don't prove that an accident speech.
Are you enjoying this?
Yeah, it's not bad.
My big phone in every morning from 9 gets everybody talking.
First of all, I congratulate you. Got a very good topic on this morning. I'd like to share.
Do you like that guy saying he's got a really good topic?
It depends what the topic is.
Statement, because I find that quite inflammatory.
The JVS Show, weekdays from 9 on BBC Three Counties Radio.
Don't you start, Bets. Don't you start. We've got work experience Kevin there, and I'm trying to get him to understand the okay. Were you late for Jonathan's show as well?
No. You're the only person I've been late for, unfortunately.
Yeah, like you.
And I assume I'm going to get a written apology for that, like a letter.
Of course,
yeah. Okay. Well,
you get a verbal apology as well. I'm the bigger man to come and tell you in person.
Late.
Well, yeah, I was expecting you to come and apologise for being late at 6, but that didn't happen until now.
Oh well, I was in traffic at 6. I did ring in. I rang ahead.
Imagine if I got stuck in traffic.
All right, Dennis, thank you.
What would happen then to Beds, Hards and Bugs? It would collapse, Steve. It would collapse. We're radio. We're not allowed to get stuck in traffic. We make the traffic. Okay.
Now, Danny would fill in, wouldn't he?
What are is going on with people these days? Dave?
Yes, again.
What happened?
I don't know, mate. You cut me off, didn't you?
He's done a little garden. It's Dave Luton.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've had those for months. I forgot all about them. I've got more as well. Dave, I believe you've done a little garden. What would you like to say?
Right. This morning you said that if you was late for work through a traffic jam, there'd be chaos with North Beds, Bucks and Hearts.
With where, sorry?
Beds, Bucks and Hearts.
You said beds, bubs and bobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Never mind.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said there'd be chaos
Hello?
if you was late for work through... Hello?
Good morning, sir.
Traffic jam.
Yeah.
Through a traffic jam.
Yes, sir.
No. I think you got it wrong, mate. There won't be chaos because they'd ask for Justin straight away because, well, he's on the ball all the time, isn't he?
What does that mean? Is that a euphemism?
Well, he's there.
What?
He's there all the time.
Well, no, he gets in after I do.
No, it'd be before you.
Supposing he gets caught in the same traffic as me.
No, they bring him straight up. And
Well,
they'll
no,
come
because
straight
he comes in about 20 minutes after I get in the morning.
It doesn't matter.
Well, but you said
He'd
he's.
be
You said,
there.
well, it does matter for accuracy's sake because you said he's. Do you remember this song, Dave? Do you remember this, Dave?
No.
It's the Ball Glass. Here's a bit of trivia for you.
Yeah.
Her dad wrote the Biddly Biddly Bongs for Countdown.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Listen.
Oh, great.
Yeah, hang on. You gonna sing along to the chorus? Here we go. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus. Be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day today. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. Remember that, David?
No, yeah. Can you and Jonathan Bernard-Smith stop singing on the radio?
I beg your pudding.
Because you give me a headache.
You're just jealous, mate. I tell you what, why don't you give us a tune?
No.
No.
Can we have Danny or Kelly give us a little song in the morning?
All right, yeah, let's... Danny?
Yes.
Dave Luton?
Do
you know him?
Do you know him?
Vaguely.
Okay. Do you know Danny, Dave?
Vaguely.
He wants you to sing a little song.
I don't know what to sing. What's your favourite song, Dave?
No, yeah, well, anything.
Anything?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I want
please.
it to be for you. I want it to be special.
Yeah, please don't go to Kelly.
Please don't go to Kelly.
Please don't go to Kelly. Please don't go to Kelly. Please don't go to Kelly. Please don't go to Kelly. Please don't go to Kelly.
Is that not what you wanted? Hang on a minute, Dave. Hey, Dave, have a listen to this.
I'll never forget where I was when I heard the news about Kelly Betts. I was in the kitchen looking for my daughter's football socks. It was a devastating time. Turns out she'd put them in her book bag.
I don't think people are taking the Kelly Betts. That's sharp.
Honestly,
That's sharp. If that was a pie, we'd say that was a bit tart.
I would say it was a bit emotional pie.
I thought that was brilliant, actually.
Oh, did you, David? Well, what would you know? What would you know about brilliant? What's your favourite colour?
Red.
Right, what's your favourite album?
I've got so many I can't remember them all now.
Well, just pick one. Pick your favourite album.
What album? St Albans.
What? So your favourite? His favourite album is St Albans.
No, Stamp. Stamp.
I will do. I'm stamping on your foot and you're off. Bye-bye. Thank you very much indeed. Tony, how would you... Because I know you want to record your show and you're very kind allowing us to indulge ourselves. How would you... Friday hasn't happened yet. It will... fingers crossed it will happen, although...
Well, it will follow Thursday, as it usually does.
There are no guarantees, though. Not the
Not
age
necessarily,
we're getting to.
no. Well, it would be fun to let it follow a different day, wouldn't it, for a change?
Do you know what? They mess the
Why don't we do
clocks
that?
around. Why
Yeah.
don't we just kind of
Exactly.
move the days around a little bit? Why can't we have a Tuesday after a Saturday?
Exactly. Or say you could have a Thursday, then a Sunday, and then a Friday at the weekend.
Or even scrap Fridays.
Well, that's an even better idea, because it would make it easier it would be quicker to come to the weekend then.
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the television room of the Home for Retired DJs.
Tony, would you like to sum up Friday for us? It hasn't happened, but
Friday. Well, Friday is always a fun day because Friday is literally seconds away from Saturday. And, of course, everybody looks forward to Saturday. And then when Saturday's gone, you look forward to Sunday. But if we're moving Sunday to before Friday, we get to the weekends quicker.
Have you got any Texas, Betses? Oh, you wouldn't expect... Oh, sorry. You thought it was last day of term. Yeah, you bought in your Astro Wars and you bought in your Girls' World, but I'm afraid you've actually still got to do some work class.
When?
You've got to help me take down all of these pictures.
I'll get you a caller.
Oh, go on then.
It's a good one.
Is it Dennis?
Yeah, of course it is.
Why can't we get... Here we go. If anyone wants to phone up and pretend to be Dennis from Dunstable, you'll get straight to the front of the queue.
Hello, it's Dennis. How are you?
Oh, hi, Dennis.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Kelly,
How are you?
We are sorry to hear you leave.
Thank you.
Are you still there?
Yeah, are you?
Yes, can you put Ian on? I want a little word in his ear.
All right, Dennis, how you doing, fella?
All right, Ian, how are you? I'd just like to say me and my darling are going down the pub for a few beers. So I was just wondering if Kelly wants to join us for a celebration drink.
Would you like to join...
Busy. When is it?
Oh, it's at dinner time down at Leicester Arms.
No, hang on.
He's got the wrong...
Dennis, I think you've confused yourself with Matt from Luton.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I'll better put the phone down and ring back up again then.
Hang up and ring back up. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Morning, Matt.
God, you do go on, don't you?
I beg your pudding.
Don't you go on?
Hang on a second, Matt. Just stay there.
I phoned up to speak to Kelly to wish her all the best.
She's busy, mate. She's busy. But I've got this for you.
The most miserable man in beds, hards and bugs. It's Matty Bum Bum.
Yeah. I don't want to... well, I'd like to see it down to Leicester Arms anyway.
Yeah, I bet you would. Bet you like to see...
things for us.
Yeah, OK. Matt?
Yes?
Thanks for calling. You can put the phone down now. You going to put the phone down, Matt?
Yeah.
Go on then.
What?
Put the phone down, mate.
I wanted to speak to Dennis. He was taking the mick out of my
I've got guests that... Can we do this after 5:30, Matt? Because I've got guests that are lined up for quite an important story.
Oh, yeah. OK. OK, all the best. Happy Christmas.
And England pace bowler Mark Wood has been ruled out of the third and final test against Pakistan, which starts on Sunday. And finally, leading figures from the world of football have paid tribute to our own Kelly Betts on this, her final show. 3 of the Premier League's leading managers have expressed their sadness. Louis van Gaal, Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho.
My feeling is that we were so close and that we have to finish.
We were too young and too naive in the end. We're disappointed, of course, but I believe that happened to us before, and we always responded well.
Has my respect. I cannot say much more than that.
BBC Three Counties News and Sports. You see, everyone's touched by it. More at 9.
Oh, I've never applauded Simon for doing the news. He does an excellent job every single day. But, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Simon Oxley. Marlene, say hello to Dealey.
Hello, Dealey.
Good morning, Marlene. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, have you got your tissues ready, Marlene?
Oh, go on.
Oh,
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I've got a little package coming up in a second, Marlene. And do you know what? I've got
Marlene.
Okay, Marlene. Okay, let me change that slightly. I've got a big package coming up here in a few minutes.
Okay, fine.
And it's going to hit you hard, Marlene. Okay, it's going to hit you hard.
Dealey, I'm hovering over the button. You put this together. This is a little tribute for Kelly Betts. Does it need an introduction, or do we just go straight into it?
I'll give it a 10-second, just to say I'm sorry I can't be there today.
You have an operation on your bum, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm sitting on a few cushions as we speak this morning,
lad.
which is...
Took one for the team.
Nice. Yeah, I took one for the team. So, Kelly, we're going to miss you. I put together a little package. It's got some bants in there, and it's got some emotion as well. Have a listen. The Boomtown Rats, the UK's number one, the day that Kelly Betts was born, on the 6th of August, 1979. A great year for music. Keen and enthusiastic, Kelly joined BBC Three Counties Radio in 2006, the same year the Chinese river dolphin became extinct. As for the man who gave Kells her big break at the BBC, that was former station editor Mark Norman.
The thing that I remember most about Kelly was that she had absolutely no fear and complete confidence in her own ability, and apart from that, she was actually a really nice person. She's also the only person, actually, in living memory who presented me with a risk assessment form for grown men and women to race a tricycle around the basement floor, the ground floor of the studios in Hastings Street. So, if nothing else, that is what I will remember Kelly Betts for.
In terms of the person, she's exactly the same height as Warwick Davis. She loves copious amounts of and the local music scene. Coven being a real fave. Coven this, Coven that. I'm really going to miss you, Princess. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you, and although some wouldn't appreciate it, I personally feel honoured that every day for the last 9 years you've looked at me like a piece of meat. Well, here's what our listeners had to say about your departure.
Well, I'm absolutely gutted hearing the news. You know, it's awful, actually.
I'd like to say bye, Kelly, and please don't be a stranger. When she's really famous, she needs to be a visitor on Iain's show and give him what for.
Kelly, really enjoyed listening to you. Good luck in your new job. Miss you.
Well, there you go. Those voices proving just how popular you are. As for the final words, I'm going to leave that to a very proud dad.
Hi, Kelly, it's Dad. I just wanted to say how immensely proud we all are of you on getting your new job and still remaining a BBC girl. We mustn't forget that. You've made your own mark in this world through hard work and commitment. All through your school life, college, and then graduating from uni. Then, of course, on to Three Counties Radio, where you always said to me that the people there were more like family than work colleagues, and I know it would be a big wrench to leave them all. So take all our love with you on your new adventure in London, and I promise that one day I will give you back that fun-sized toffee crisp I nicked from you when you were very ickle. Love you, Kelly, and good luck.
So we know Kelly's going to be crying on Friday. What about you?
Yeah, I'll be fighting it back, but
You're going now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, the emotion. Best of luck, Kelly Betts, the station's unsung hero. And after 3 years as a team on The Breakfast Show, you're breaking the band up. #Yoko.
Kelly Betts, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly Betts is in the house, but not for much longer. One thing confused me there. Why did your dad think you're going to London? Have you not told him where you're going?
I am going to London.
What? What? Is that,
big smoke.
Is that the quickest way to get to Coventry and Warwickshire?
Yeah.
Down and then back up again. Marlene, were you moved by that?
Absolutely, I'm choked.
Oh.
Absolutely choked, Kelly. That was lovely. And especially to hear your dad. So proud.
Justin, you just choked Marlene.
Well, I said, didn't I? I said that this package was powerful.
You've unleashed an unholy voodoo into the room. There's now an uneasy calm here. Luckily, we've got the two girls here who are giggling away. Morning, girls. Did you enjoy that? Did you think it was silly? Are you? What are they on? Will you two stop laughing? This is not a place for entertainment and fun, for goodness sake. Stop it. You're being very serious. You will be in very serious trouble. This is an emotional. For crying out loud. This is an emotional. Stop it! Stop laughing! Get right on my nerves. Stop it! This is an. Stop laughing! Flipping it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony Blackburn. And I think we have to say, listen, this is the last podcast that Kelly Betts is responsible for. Next week it's some kid doing it. Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
I think the podcast could have been a little bit better over the last few years. I'm just putting it out there. I feel we should just be honest on the end of these.
No, I think you're absolutely spot on. I mean, all I can do is take the content from your show during the week. So if I could take Tony's content, it would be a much stronger pod.
I like your thinking on this one.
See what you've
Thanks,
done.
Tony.
Yeah. Round of ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Kelly Betts has been responsible for all these podcasts you've listened to over the last couple of years. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Betts. Kelly Betts.
Thank you.
Kelly Betts.
Thank you.
Kelly Betts. Kelly Betts. Kelly Betts. Kelly Betts.
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.